Hello guys, this is your dude Average Joe giving tips to the Average Joes and Janes MLBB players out there. In my past videos, I've discussed the common strategies in MLBB such as the 1-2-2, or sometimes they call it the 2-2-1, and the 1-3-1 or the final strategy. But people ask me, and some are having a hard time understanding which heroes actually fit the roles to execute those strats. Worry not, fellow Average Joes and Janes, because in this video, I will share with you my oversimplified explanation of roles in MLBB. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with these in-game screens that show you all the heroes in MLBB. There are a lot. Assassins, mages, tanks, fighters, marksmen, supports, and then there are those that are in between, such as Assassin Mage, Tank Mage, Marksman Assassin. It can really be confusing. So let us start the oversimplification there. Assassins, Mages, Support. I do not consider those as roles per se, but more of hero types. And here are what I consider the very basic roles in MLBB. Carry, an offlaner, and a support. The carry role is basically the one that throws the huge amount of damage. Basically, he or she is the team's damage dealer. In the 1-2-2 strat, 2-2-1, there are usually two carry heroes, while in the 1-3-1 strat, there's only one. That is why in that strat, they call the carry the hyper carry. The offlaner role is the one who sits solo in one of the sidelines. It sounds simple, but it's not. I'll expand on that later. The support hero are the hero that does not get a lot of farm. Their job is to assist and protect the carry heroes. Now, let's deep dive into those roles. First off, the offlaner. Like I said before, the offlaner is the one that solos one of the sidelines. But that is not that simple. Their main duty is to make sure their lane does not get pushed, and doing that while being solo in a lane makes you vulnerable or a target of ganks. Aside from making sure the lane does not get pushed, the offlaner must also try and push his or her lane. That's when it gets complicated, finding the balance between pushing, holding your ground, or completely backing off. Also, if the enemy is pushing your lane and you try to hold your ground and your mid lane does not rotate to you, you will surely be dead. All those means that an offlaner hero must be 1. Able to clear waves fast, to relieve pressure from your lane, and to be able to push your lane. Number 2. Have either a good regen skill to sustain him or herself in the lane, or an escape skill like a dash or a blink to dodge ganks. Well, what about crowd control skills? Yes, but crowd control skills are better used for ganking rather than escaping. The popular offlane heroes currently are Cho, Uranus, Jawhead, and Export, but there are a lot more heroes that fit that description. Even Balmont fits that description. What is good about this role is that there can be two in a team. In the current meta, where 1-3-1 is very popular, the top and bottom lanes are solo lanes, hence the need for two offlaners. Now let's move to the carry role. Like I said, these are the damage dealers, but in order to get more damage, they need levels and items. And so, the heroes in this role are those who can farm fast to get levels and items, and benefit well on items and the red and blue buffs. Marksman benefits well on the red buff, while mages benefit well on the blue buff. So, does that mean mages and marksmen fit the carry role? Well, not all. A carry must also have some sort of escape skills and mobile enough to dodge the enemy, because if they die, their team is likely to lose the team fight. Take Gord for example. He throws a ton of damage, but he has low mobility. Also Layla, with the right items plus her range, she can throw a huge amount of damage, but has zero escape skills. Both requires great positioning in order to be effective, hence they are not so popular for that role. In a 1-2-2 strat, the mage damage dealer takes the middle due to the close proximity of the blue buff. He or she is considered the early damage dealer because even with less items, mages can throw a good amount of damage. The marksman takes the bottom lane due to the close proximity of the red buff. They need at least 2 to 3 core items before they can throw a huge amount of damage. Hence, they are the late game damage dealers. Having 2 marksmen in a team is not ideal, because that would mean that you have no early game damage. So, in the 1-2-2 strat, the popular mages that fit the carry role are Sicilian, Kagura, Chang'e, Luoyi, and Farsa. While as for marksmen, well, any marksman should be fine, but the popular ones are Wanwan, Granger, Hanabi, and Leslie due to their mobility. In the 1-3-1 strat, you only have 1 damage dealer, so that hero has to benefit well from the blue buff and the red buff. Mobile to farm really fast to overwhelm the enemy with the early game pressure, low cooldown skills, and has the skill to jump into the enemy's backlines to kill their damage dealer instantly. Popular hyper carries are Ling, Lancelot, Esmeralda, Helkurt, Gusion, Harriet, Hanzo, Hayabusa, and Yusong. Let's go to the support role. These are the martyrs. They are way below in the food chain when it comes to farm, and that is why they buy the wooden mask. Basically, their job is to support the carry, help them to clear out wave, but make sure not to last hit them. They also provide vision by hiding in certain spots under the bush, like a CCTV camera. And when the enemy initiates on your carry or seems that they will initiate, you suddenly appear to counter-initiate. That is why I call them guardian angels rather than bouncers. Heroes that fit the support role are those that can sustain their team through healing, have crowd control or initiation skills, AoE skills, and can spam their skills without the help of the buffs. Most of those skills are present in tank heroes, but there are mages and marksmen that fit that role, like Nana and Popol and Koopa. Of course, the support hero types like Estes, Angela, and Rafaela are at the top of the list. Support heroes hide because they have initiation skills, and if they are seen on the map, the enemy will have an idea on where the initiation may come from. But people sometimes ask if tanks fit the support role, why would they hide? I mean, they're called tanks. Well, like I said, provide vision and to be able to counter-initiate or initiate without the enemy knowing where the initiation will come from. Tanks also usually walk through the bushes when they are going from one side of the map to the other to check them in case that there are ambush waiting for their carry. So generally speaking, tanks hide before the fight, but during the fight, they must stay as close as they can to their damage dealer. So from Guardian Angel, they become the shield during the team fights. Also, by hiding under the bush, the supports can bait the enemy to think that there is no one with their carry. The ideal team composition, whether they will use 1-3-1 or 1-2-2, will have 2 supports. 1 tank type and 1 regen or poke mage. You can have 2 tanks, like an Atlas and a Hylos, but it is not ideal to have 2 squishy support like an Estes and Rafaela at the same time. Angela is an exceptional support because she can support anyone from anywhere. Kufra is also a popular support because he can initiate from long distances, and all of his 3 skills are for crowd control. Also worth mentioning are Luoyi, Valir, and Hylos, because they can deal a good amount of damage even in the early game to help your carry to get that early game kill. Like I said guys, this is just an oversimplified version of how the role should be understood in Mobile Legends. And as you rank up, probably in the Mythic or Mythical Glory ranks, it tends to get a bit more complicated, but that's the fundamentals of it. So having said that, let me share with you a gameplay video to show you, even though you're not using the typical lineup or the heroes in a typical lineup, as long as you follow the fundamentals of which roles you're following and which lane those roles should be in, you would still be able to win games. So let's get started. So now we have an Odette, a Hanabi, and a Valier. So very likely Hanabis are carry. Odette and Valier would need to know which one of them would be our mage damage dealer and which one would be the support. Obviously I am the support. I'm using Hylos, and X-board would be the offlaner. Now typically now for opponent there's an Atlas, Gord, Paramis, Jawhead, and Bruno. Most likely this is a funnel Bruno, 1-3-1. Paramis would be on one of the side lanes, so it's Jawhead. So they have the advantage here because being a funnel, Bruno would have more levels and more items fast. And I like his choice of battle spell as well. He is using Purify, but our Hanabi is only using Flicker. Purify is very effective against crowd control skills, especially against Atlas, so I would prefer Hanabi to use Purify. But anyway, normally if my carry is a marksman, I like to use Akai instead when running 1-2-2 with a marksman carry, because I can protect her better, just using my ult, making sure nobody gets near her while she throws all the damage from a good range. I like to use Hylos as a support when we're running 1-3-1 and there's an assassin or a mage for a hyper carry, because Hylos deals a lot of damage, especially in the early game. It's nice for the early game aggression and when using 1-3-1. So as you can see, I bought the roving mask or the wooden mask immediately so that Hanabi will get all the experience. And you saw that Odette is asking Valier to buy the same mask, so it's Valier's going to be the support. He didn't bought it so that we won't be stuck on the same level for a long time. So that by the time he buys it, he's gonna be probably the lowest in the level, or I am gonna be the lowest in the level. So we will benefit more from the mask instead of both of us being stuck. See, now he bought the mask. Like I said, you just need to stick as close as you can to your marksman or to your carry and see how much damage Hylos can throw at level 2. Oh, that's a first kill for our Hanabi, a first blood. And if you just check the map, they're running 1-2-2. So Gord, I think, is going to be the mage damage dealer, while Faramis is going to be a support. I'm not sure about that. I think Faramis can hold his ground as an offlaner. He has good sustain, although his skills are quite more in line with being a support. So that's what I'm saying with, you have to align yourself on what role are you going to fulfill. Now, having said that, if Faramis is the support, he just left Gord there for probably half a minute, which could have ended up in a, now it ended up in a kill. Although Faramis was already there, They probably just released a ton of damage before Faramis even got there. So he just tried to support the offlaner. Again, I would have preferred just to clear the wave instead of going for Jawhead right here, but paid off. Yeah, they're using Gord as the mage damage dealer because they gave him the blue buff. Now we need to rotate to the turtle, which is near the bottom lane, top lane, sorry. Like I said before, tanks go in the bush, just provide vision. Now we will see if someone's coming from that side. We'll see if someone's coming from the middle. And Hanabi can just safely took turtle. Want us to clear the wave in the bottom lane, but she's here. I will stick to my carry. See, Gord is out of position. Like I said in example, Gord's damage, it's there, but his mobility is the one in question. We got what we wanted. Turtle and a kill. So now Gord just died, I don't know, twice. So he's going to be under farm, so they will lack damage now. So Bruno needs to step it up fast. Well, at least he's having an alone time at the top. The enemies rotation are just all over the place. In my next video, I'll probably make a simple or an oversimplified version of how you should rotate. But you need to understand roll spur before you can understand rotation. That's why I did this video first. Now again, I'm hiding in the bush. You might say, why you're not helping to take the tower? See? Faramis didn't know I was there. Just thought, oh, Hanabi's alone here. I can take her. Then I came out. I should have probably given that kill to Hanabi, but I don't think she minds. And as the turtle spawns, we rotate down to the turtle. We know Gord is at the bottom. Jawhead is probably at the middle. Oh, there's Faramis and Atlas at the middle, and Gord, yep. Need to retreat first. Ooh, see? They're lacking damage and we have all the damage right now. I don't need to use my ult there. Now we need to take their buff so that they won't be able to farm. And again, I'm hiding. And there, Bruno became overconfident. He thought Hanabi was alone. Now we need to go. He said, stick close, stick close. You are now the shield, not the CCTV camera during team fights. Yep, we survived. Oh, Valir's there. Valir's there. Oh, nice, nice. We got them. We got them. You got them. On now. Yeah. When there's no team fight, guys. Oops. Board. Catch it, catch it, catch it, catch it. I guess airboards are faster than horses. Anyway, like I said, when there's no team fight, as a support, you're the CCTV camera. You're hiding under the bush, a bit forward or in front of your team, just to provide vision. Then once the team fight starts, when you're the tank, you become the shield. Oh no, we have creeps. Go, 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 we have creeps. Back off, no more creeps. Back off, no more creeps. I'm telling them to back off because there's no more creeps now. Or maybe not, but still, there's no more creeps. Oh, they want to take the red off. That's nice. See, now they're trapped in a smaller side of the map. Take the blue. Take this wave. First wave. By this time, I can leave Hanabi alone to farm. Just be within a certain distance that I can go to her aid if she needs help, or provide vision just to show. Oh, now I scared them off. Just to show that, yeah, I'm here. Watch out. They don't have damage. They don't have damage at all. And X-Borg already has immortality. I think X-Borg should go back to just clearing lanes. I reckon he would, after he takes the lethal to regen his life. Oh no! That's a bit too overconfident, Hanabi. There's no more damage dealer, just go ahead. Bruno's coming. Still don't have Hanabi, so we don't need to chase them. I'll just clear the wave. Don't chase, guys, when your damage dealer's not around. When your tank's not around, also don't start a team fight. Be on the safer side of things. Now I'm going back to my marksman. Start aggression on this red buff. This is a good timing. It's going to be the enhanced lord. By the time we're almost done. Yep. Let me get to full HP. I think this will be the last siege. To pull off this correctly. Clear top. So we have 3 lanes coming in. That's how you go after the inhibitor turrets. Just sway them left to right, bottom, middle, top, middle, bottom, so that it will be hard for them to defend. See how easy that was because they were all in mid. I know I shouldn't leave Hanabi, but he's with Valir, good support. He's with Export, which is quite tanky. I think I can push this. Oh, we're going to be late for the picture. So okay guys, I hope you enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe. And see you on the next video. Bye.